Hey y'all, my name is Valerie Thomas and I am the owner of LaVelle & Co. Online Boutique, and I wanted to do a video today to share with you regarding overcoming self-doubt and low self-worth. So I wanted to talk about that because I have been finding that a lot of women find themselves with that. And I want you to know, honey, God's grace is abundant. Your past mistakes do not erase your worth. You are worthy. You are beautiful. You are smart. And you are so deserving of everything that God has for you. So if you think this is something that is relevant to you, I'm just going to ask that you click that button and subscribe to my channel. We'll be talking about these things for the month of January, and so I wanted to do this for you. So I'm asking that you would like it and share with a friend. So let's dive in. We're talking about God's abundant grace for you. He loves you so much and he sees your potential and not your past. Can you believe that? God knows what's in you. And you might ask me, how does God know what's in me? He created you, baby. He knows what's in you. And he knows what your potential is. What I'm asking you today is to focus on your potential and not on your past, not on your failures, not on those things that cause you to doubt who you are in him. So we are going to start the year off right. We're going to be focusing on who we are in Christ, who he has created us to be. He has so many good plans in store for you. Listen, I can tell you for sure that no matter what you've gone through, no matter what you've done, that God is able to bring you out and he has a plan for your life. What you're going through can be used as a testimony to someone else to help pull them out of where they are. Listen, when I was very young, I was in a relationship. I stayed in the relationship 5.5 years. And the relationship was not a healthy relationship. It was not a good relationship. Never was I physically abused, but I did suffer some verbal abuse in that relationship. I'm not pretty. Nobody else is going to want me. And you're not smart. You know, all of these things. Those are some of the things that, was spoken to me. And I stayed there for 5.5 years until I realized, Val, you deserve so much more than this. You need to get out of this. And I understood that if I stayed at that particular time, that even if I married the individual, it would end in divorce because I was not going to live the rest of my life like that. So I got out of that relationship. And when I got out of the relationship, there was collateral damage that I had to go through. I had to unlearn all of those things that, he had fed to me, that I'm not worthy. No one else is going to want me, that I'm not pretty. All of those things are some of the things that I went through. What did I do to overcome those things? The first thing that I did was I consulted God. I went to God. He's my creator. And I said, Lord, I need you to help me. I am feeling unsure of myself. My esteem is low. I don't know who I am anymore because I actually, in that relationship, I took my personality and conformed it to be what I thought he wanted me to be. And that is the biggest mistake anyone can ever make. Never, ever, ever be who someone else wants you to be, because you are not going to be happy. You're not yourself. And eventually you're going to come to yourself and say, what am I doing? Why am I here being what they need and they're not being what I need? It was bad. So God helped me through that situation. I immersed myself into my church. I began to attend church more frequently, It was some of the best times of my life. I remember going to concerts. I remember just hanging out, being in the choir, being involved in all of the auxiliaries at my church because I just needed to immerse myself in building myself back up. You may want to get you some self-help books, read some positive affirmations, and for some of you, you might want to consider therapy. Whether that be with a Christian counselor or whether that be with a secular counselor, you may need to just find yourself someone that is going to hear you and help build you back up to get you back to the core of who God created you to be. For me, it was the Word of God. That is what I use to get myself back to a positive space. And remember, sometimes those things that we've done that cause us to doubt ourselves, we come out thinking, oh my God, I fell or I stumble. Everybody does. Guess what? You're going to stumble again in the future too. You're going to have those times where life be life. Something's going to happen. It's going to throw you off kilter and you're going to have to recalibrate yourself. You're going to have to, okay, let me come back to the center of who God created me to be. But what I am going to ask you to do is that you believe in God's unwavering love and guidance, that you don't start comparing yourself to other people. Because if you're busy comparing yourself to other people, you're over here pretending to be Sarah, trying to be like Sarah, that you can't be who God created you to be. You can't be you. So when people are out here looking for you, you're not here. You're over here being Sarah. So don't compare yourself to other people. Be yourself authentically, no matter what happens, through the good, the bad, the downs, the ups. Be you, forgive yourself, and believe in God's unwavering love and guidance, because He will help move you forward. He will help you get past those things that happen to you. I remember walking into rooms after my 5.5-year relationship where I would be thinking that everybody's looking at me, but it was just that little voice in the back of my head, and it probably was untrue. Most likely it was untrue, but that's what I was saying. Oh, they're looking at me. Wonder what they're saying about me. Now that I look back, who cares what they said, if they said anything about me at that time? What I was happy to know was that God forgave me. Here I am, God, making myself available to you. Lord, use me. And that helped me get through that horrible time. And that is the reason why I'm sharing. You're going to have those things in the back of your head. Was I stumbled, I failed, I made mistakes, and people are watching me. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to move forward. Honey, forget it. Just move forward. Just be the new you. Start learning what it is that you like. Start learning what it is that you don't like. Start being who you want to be, who God created you to be. I'm very expressive. And I'm very creative. And so what I started doing also was honing that craft, learning how to be better with my giftings, learning what God had created me to be. I had a mentor that would say, give yourself to whatever the gift is that you have, and the gift will give it back to you. What that means is that you immerse yourself in whatever it is you think that your gift is. And most likely when you're starting out, you're not going to be 100%. You may not even be 50%, but if you feel like that is your gifting, if you feel like that is your calling, keep giving yourself to it. Keep giving yourself to it. And before you know it, people are going to notice. And then that gift is going to start giving itself back to you. You're going to start seeing abundance from that thing. You're going to start seeing increase from that thing. But only you know what that is. So stop focusing on the fact that you fail and start giving yourself to whatever it is the gift is that you have. And then you'll start seeing that that gift is going to start giving itself back to you. So I just wanted to share that with you, because sometimes we need to be reminded. Also, forgive. Forgive yourself, learn from your experiences, and step into the future with renewed faith in God's amazing plan for your life. You know, sometimes we think that we're just here, that there isn't a purpose for our life. There is absolutely a purpose for your life. Forgiveness is the first step. It is the first step to finding out what your purpose is for your life. So forgive yourself. Move on. And I keep saying it, and I will always keep saying, forgive yourself, move on, let it go, move on, build, move on. There is no point in holding yourself for past mistakes. It doesn't move you forward. As a matter of fact, it holds you prisoner. You don't want to be a prisoner to your past. Please, can I just beg of you, forgive yourself. And some of you may be out there saying, well, Valerie, I forgave myself. I just don't forgive them. Look, forgiveness is a cancer, unforgiveness is a cancer to your flesh, to your body. Holding it is only going to hurt you. So you may say, well, it is easy for me to forgive myself. But again, I'm not forgiving them. You don't know what they did to me. I don't care what they did to you. It could be horrible. It may have been everything short of killing you. But guess what? You're here. And you want to progress. You want to flourish. I will promise you, you will not flourish if you don't forgive them. As a matter of fact, you're probably going to find yourself in a doctor's office with something that you don't want because of unforgiveness. Yes, unforgiveness can breed illness in your flesh, in your body. So I'm asking, please forgive them. You're not doing it for them. You are doing it for you. So forgive yourself, forgive others that may have wronged or hurt you so that you can flourish. Flourish and flourish. I said it 3 times because I want you to get that down inside of you. You want to flourish, and you don't want to be held prisoner to your past, and you don't want to be held prisoner to those things that may have been inflicted upon you. Let it go. You will attain a renewed faith in God, God's amazing plan for your life. Does God have a plan for your life? And you want that plan. You want to walk into his plan for your life. Again, Jeremiah 29:11 says, For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, thoughts of a hope and a future, and to give you an expected end. God has that for you. God desires that for you. He wants that for you. And I want you to want that for you. So by all means, please forgive so that you can walk into that plan that God has for you and flourish. And so that you can see that the gift that you have, it give itself back to you. I hope that I have said something that will help you move into your future, and that the doors will open for you, that you will find yourself happier than you've ever been, that you will find yourself more prosperous than you have ever been, and that you will find that those that encounter you will be more blessed than they have ever been. So thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.